Solidify!
Nowhere to hide.
Stabilize!
Don't blink.
Solidify!
Go as planned. Oh, is it time for...
Gotcha!
Body and mind.
Crumble!
Add Ast. Thank you for Add Astro.
Negrito.
It's been getting quite busy recently. Body and mind.
Stabilize! This is order.
Rain outlines your fate.
By royal decree. It's over.
No, my sword!
Solidify! I will have order. This is order.
Rain outlines your fate.
Huh?
Solidify!
Go! Time to go!
No, my sword! Body and mind.
Oz, reveal thyself!
I will have order. Gather.
By royal decree. Higher, can't fight fire!
My demon expelling mantra.
There's no end to this. Another
Swift and merciful.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oz, reveal thyself! Huh? Go! Huh? Go!
One with my blade.
You're over.
Body and mind.
A touch of frost.
My hammer.
Fourth, my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Cross over! Go!
Nice little trick.
Rain outlines your fate.
That tingle.
One with my blade.
That tingle. Picked the wrong test subject.
By royal decree!
Witness the power of Guhua. Huh?
Oz, reveal thyself! Time to go!
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
By royal decree.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
No, my sword!
A touch of frost. One with my blade.
See? Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Body and mouth.
Oz, reveal thyself! Huh?
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello, you two. It's been a long time. Were you having a really serious discussion right now or something?
Just a regular catch-up. We meet here once in a while to go through any recent developments in our research projects.
So we just missed him. Maybe we should have hollered to him. He didn't look in the best of moods just now, though. Was he upset about something? If so, he probably wouldn't have been in the mood to help out anyway.
Upset? You mean Albedo?
Yeah, he wasn't looking his usual self.
Upset. Uh-oh. I wonder if...
What are you looking at me for?
I wonder if Timaeus' research topic is so boring that Albedo finally snapped.
Surely not. It's not that boring, is it?
Nah. Anyway, Paimon wanted to ask you for a favor, Timaeus.
A favor? Well, sure. How can I help?
Well, Paimon found a bunch of super-duper sweet Sincerias in the mountains the other day. But if Paimon eats them all, then they'll all be gone, so Paimon isn't ready to finish them all yet. Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in and it turns them into juice. That way, they'll be preserved for as long as Paimon needs.
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid that sort of thing is a little...
Huh? Seems pretty straightforward to Paimon. Can't you do it?
Paimon, I'm afraid you've entered into the realm of the weird and wonderful with this one.
Okay. So how about you, Sucrose? Any idea?
I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like it falls within my area of expertise. I could give it a try if you really want, but I'd probably just end up giving all your precious fruits arms and legs.
Whoa, your tone is so calm, but your words are so terrifying. You'd think I'd be used to this by now.
Well, as you know, my focus is on bioalchemy. Besides, keeping things fresh forever is just not possible. If you just wanted to modify certain properties of the fruit or their seeds, on the other hand, I'd easily be able to help with that. Alchemists usually focus in on their own research areas. Take us, for example. Timaeus, Albedo, and I all have very different research foci. Paimon, your idea is very imaginative, but it's beyond Timaeus' and my ability. I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible device. After all, alchemy is not mechanics. There is a big difference between the two.
Huh? Well, excuse Paimon for overestimating the power of alchemy.
In fact, before Albedo showed up, everyone in Mondstadt thought alchemy was useless. Of course, we know better now. But even then, I have to admit, alchemy is only one of the many wondrous arts in the world. It's certainly not some kind of all-powerful magic that can simply take a substance and preserve it indefinitely. Sorry. That wasn't meant as a criticism against you personally.
Paimon just wanted some fruit juice. What's wrong with that?
Oh, of course, these are just Timaeus' and my subjective opinions on the matter. If you're really intent on pursuing this wondrous device, you can try your luck asking Albedo. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If he has no idea how to make one either, you'll have to give up on the idea.
He doesn't seem to be in a good mood today, though. What if he ignores us?
He won't. Albedo is not that kind of person.
Hey, so where is Albedo heading to anyway? Dragonspine?
Unless he specifically says otherwise, Dragonspine is where he usually goes. He seems particularly fond of that place. And somehow, the cold doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Then let's go to Dragonspine to find him. Come on, there's no time to lose.
I guess I'll put the neighboring nation of Leland has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
lively. What's the occasion? Let's go and have a look.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy meeting you all the way out here.
Amber? Cyrus? Halid? What's everyone doing at Dragonspine? Don't you mind the cold?
Oh, the Traveler is joining us too. Oh, great! Fantastic! Wonderful! The more the merrier.
I agree. I feel much better with the Traveler joining us. Definitely the kind of person you want to have around in a tight spot.
Oh, right! Paimon remembers most of these people are from the Adventurers Guild. Then again, it seems a certain Outrider is joined too.
Allow me to explain. The Adventurers Guild is holding winter training on Dragonspine. As you know, our members have varying levels of adventure experience. Dragonspine is an excellent place for budding adventurers to challenge themselves and improve, but it's dangerous to go alone. So, we made a plan for senior members to pair up with junior members. This way, everyone can experience training on Dragonspine together under safe and controlled circumstances. Now, every adventurer can progress together. I've been working on this grand plan for half a year now, and it's finally coming together! It's a great plan, isn't it? Hey, you are an outstanding adventurer. Surely you must be willing to join us and help out.
Is the Adventurers Guild short on experienced members?
Well, that's part of it, actually. The other reason is, when I was patrolling the perimeter of Dragonspine, I found a lost kid named Joel. I heard he lives here on the camp, so I escorted him back. I know, Joel's father went missing. I totally sympathize with how much Joel misses his family. Dragonspine is so bleak and deserted. It must have been so lonely for him here.
Aw, Amber.
Anyway, I wanted to do something to cheer Joel up, so I said I'd build a snowman with him. It's something he enjoys doing. It also gives me a chance to stay here for a while and help Cyrus out. Aw, really? Thank you. Let's go meet up with Joel then. Oh, I invited another friend of mine to join too. She should be here any second. She'll be perfect for this kind of thing. Hey, Cyrus, we've got to take off. Is that okay?
No problem. Go ahead. I still have some final checks to make, so I will call you before we depart.
Phew. Go! Hey, Joel, we're here.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy right now. It's nice to have so many people to hang out with. Are you here to build a snowman too?
Build a snowman?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to do the introductions. This is Eula, the Spindrift Knight and captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company.
Amber, you're being far too formal. The child is never going to remember all that. Please, just call me Eula.
Okay, Auntie Eula. You can call me Joel.
Auntie Eula?
Uh-oh. Eula's gonna add that to her long list of scores to settle.
All right, if that's what you want to call me, go right ahead.
Whoa. Eula just let something go for once?
Amber, what's this I hear about a snowman? I came to assist because you told me the Adventurers Guild was short-handed.
Yeah, that's something else. But look, Joel's at the age where he should be having fun, and there's nothing to play with on Dragonspine. He used to build snowmen with his dad, and since his dad's not around, we're keeping him company instead. Besides, Eula, it's gotta be more fun than taking an ice bath all by yourself. Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun.
Yep. Count Paimon in too. Paimon wants to build a snowman.
Auntie Eula? Are you too busy to join in? If so, it's okay. I understand.
No, nothing like that. My mind was on something else, that's all. Building a snowman with Joel, are we? Sounds wonderful. I'd be delighted to join you.
Then let's get started. First, we need to split up into teams to gather some supplies. Joel and I will be on one team. You and Eula can be on the other team. Hey, Joel, see that huge tree over there? Wanna race me there?
Yeah, let's do it!
Wow, those two are fast. It's hard to tell which of them is having more fun. Hey, what's up with you two? Why are you just staring at each other without saying anything?
Well... Joel probably hasn't spent much of his life in the city. He doesn't know me, and he doesn't know what the Lawrence name means to the people in Mondstadt.
Right, that's why he calls you Auntie Eula.
True. In his eyes, I'm just another ordinary person from Mondstadt. It was a surprise, but not in a bad way at all. How very perceptive of you. Were you staring at me the whole time when everyone was talking? You shan't be getting off lightly for that. The truth is, I'm a little concerned that I might be quite inept at building snowmen. I have never built a snowman before. My upbringing was very strict, so I never had the chance when I was a child. And after I grew up, of course, it's not the sort of thing I would spend my time doing.
Oh no! Paimon's starting to feel sorry for Eula.
You sound confident. All right then. Enough small talk for now. I see we have a member of the Adventurers Guild joining us.
Greetings. We have a slight problem here. We've done a head count, and it turns out that we have an odd number of participants. In other words, we still have one instructor slot left to fill. How it happened was, we originally asked Fischl to be an instructor, but she was busy with something outside of Mondstadt during this period. So, we found another adventurer to fill in for her, but they still haven't shown up yet. Thank goodness you are here.
Oh, hello. My name is Gerald. I'm a new adventurer.
In that case... Fine. But for that, you will pay.
Huh? Pay for what? Okay. I got it. I'm ready and willing to learn.
Good, good. Then everything is settled. Thank you for your help, Eula. If anybody else signs up later, I may have to ask for your help as well.
Why did you give the spot to Eula? Oh, okay. You're so nice. Paimon noticed Eula smiled just now. It must have meant a lot to her. To be honest, Eula really is the best candidate for an instructor. Most people would find it hard to cope on the mountain because of the sheer cold, but not her! Oh, now Paimon gets it. This must be the whole reason why Amber got Eula involved. We were supposed to find supplies, but now Eula's busy with other stuff, and, Paimon doesn't feel like going around collecting things. How do you think Amber and Joel are doing? Let's head up the mountain and see what they're up to.
Snow.
Want to taste of mine? I got careless.
From whence you came, forth my blade.
Body and mind.
Freeze!
Rain outlines your fate.
One with my blade.
Picked the wrong test subject.
It was worth the trouble.
Gonna be epic. Oh, ow! Benny's adventure. Where did that come from? Off we go!
I'll put you on high and have a load of this!
Solidify!
Shouldn't get careless. Let's move. Let's end this quickly.
By royal decree.
Order guide you. Gather!
Go as one! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
You need to hurry up.
Well done. Solidify!
Roasted fried. You need to This was well done.
Everybody stand back!
You need to hurry.
Gather!
Go as one!
I
I will have order. Stabilize.
You need to hurry up.
Go as planned! I swear by my sword! Let's light it up!
Stabilize.
Send this quickly.
I'm going in! Out of the way! By royal decree! Go as planned!
Gather.
Let's light it up!
This is order.
Go as planned!
Send this quickly.
Solidify. I will have order.
Go as planned!
I guess this is it.
Let's light it up! Off we go! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. May knowledge guide you.
Strange. Didn't they say they were going this way? Where the heck are they? Did we get here too late? Have they moved on already? Could they be in the... Hurry! Let's go check it! It's coming from that direction! The sound is completely stopped! How could that happen? After all the adventures we've been on, our tracking skills are honed to Oh, guess we underestimated whatever was
I know that voice.
Hmm? Huh?
What brings you to Dragonspine?
Oh, so it was Albedo all along!
All along? Oh, what do you mean by that?
On the way here, we kept hearing weird noises, and it felt like someone was watching us the whole time. Turns out it was just you! Honestly, you really gave us the creeps. If you're bored up here, go find something useful to do. Don't go sneaking around scaring the poop out of people.
The things you felt and heard could easily be attributed to animals, or bandits, perhaps. You should be wary at all times in this environment. There are all too many ways to sustain losses here if you aren't careful. So, what business brought you here?
We actually came to look for you, but then it turned into looking for Amber, but now we've met you, so...
Your thought process is rather chaotic, as is the way in which you articulate it.
Hey! How dare you! All Paimon's trying to say is that we came here to look for you!
Oh, is that so? Then it must surely be something of great importance. I'm all ears.
He seems to be in a better mood than we thought, right? Does that mean Timaeus' stupidity doesn't really get to him after all? Huh. Okay, let's just forget...
That's okay if you can't tell me about it. Just treat this as an opportunity to stroll on the mountain and enjoy the view.
So basically, the truth is we're here on adventurer duty.
Ah, I see. So you foisted the rookie off onto Eula so that you could wander off and goof around?
We're not goofing around! And Eula was the right person for the job! We were just being nice. What about you then, huh? What are you doing on Dragonspine?
A friend commissioned me to do some artwork recently, and I have yet to finish. I came here because it's a quiet place where I can gather my thoughts, gather inspiration, and gather some raw materials while I'm at it.
Raw materials? For what?
Paint. Star silver can be used to make high-quality silver paint. I just ran out of my previous batch, so I'll collect some ore while I'm here.
Ore can be used to make paint?
Yes, but you have to be selective with the specimens you choose. Even with a high level of impurities, star silver still contains fine silver-colored particles, but they lack...
Interesting! So, paint aside, can you talk about how you find inspiration?
You want to learn to paint?
No, not for me, for the Traveler! Paimon wants the Traveler to learn how to paint. During our travels, we sometimes have nights where there's nothing to do. Painting is a great example because it can Yep, why not? Once you mastered it, you can paint
Not a bad idea. Well, since you two would like to learn more about painting, why don't you come with me to the campsite? I have painting materials there. You can practice.
Sounds great! Oh, she'll be fine. She is a Knight of Favonius after all. Let's just forget about all that stuff for now and go with Albedo. Come on, let's go! It's so cold out. Paimon wants to get to the camp and warm up by the fire.
Adventure time!
Thieves! It's gotta be!
Some things are missing.
Nothing valuable, hopefully. Wait, where's Paimon's Bora?
It's hard to say their value, but some of my alchemy notes are missing.
Alchemy notes? Would they fetch a high price?
To the uninitiated, they are merely scraps of paper. But for someone who knows what they're doing, the knowledge contained in those notes is more valuable than any treasure.
So you're saying only someone who knows alchemy would have stolen them? But the only people who come to Dragonspine are adventurers, thieves, and monsters. What use would any of them have?
I feel the same way. However, hilly trail break-ins and other such incidents are not unheard of on Dragonspine. It's difficult to draw a conclusion based solely on the evidence. These appear to be...
Footprints?
fresh ones. Meaning our thief can't have made it far.
Let's chase him down! We can't let them get away!
From the entrance, the footprints go that way.
Oh, that thieving... thief!
Off we go!
The footprints lead up there.
So they scaled the cliff. Okay, after them!
Let's light it up! Yeah! It's a miracle! Let's light it up!
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
This is order.
Oz, reveal thy ring cutter. Know my sword. Let's light it up. Shoot, I can't afford any more bandages.
Solidify!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Order guide you.
Everybody stand back! Rain outlines your fate, body and mind. Let's light it up!
I will have order. Solidify!
Get out of here! I'm going in!
By royal decree.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Footprints on the snow are so hard to notice. So easy to lose track completely.
That's why we have to hurry.
Huh? The footprints stop here.
Our thief must have jumped from the cliff. Get your wind glider ready. We're going down. More footprints.
They're heading to the cavern. Ooh, we got you now. You sure can run, but you definitely can't hide. Let's go in.
Wait, I have an idea. I'll go in alone. Traveler, please stay here and guard the entrance. This cavern has 2 points of entry, and there are shortcuts inside. Judging from the state of the footprints, he hasn't been in there long.
Cut him off at both ends. Good idea.
Whoever apprehends the thief first has to notify the other party. This way we're fully covered. Still, safety comes first. We do not yet know the identity of our thief.
We'll be fine.
Okay, see you shortly. Of course.
I wonder if Albedo found the thief. This is taking forever. Really? Huh. Maybe it just feels like a long time because Paimon hates waiting. Why don't we find something to do to pass the time? You know, something like... Oh! Look at all that star silver over there! Why don't we gather it up for Albedo? It's right next to the cavern, so we won't be Yay! Huh. This stuff looks kinda lackluster. Is that because of the impurities like Albedo was talking about? Hey, this one's not bad. Alright, this should be enough. Some star silver shines a lot more brightly than others. Finally, you're back.
Yes. Sorry. I was unable to catch him. He was faster than I'd imagined.
Oh. So after all that, we still don't even know who the thief was? Still, we won't be going back completely empty-handed.
Mining?
Yeah, for star silver. It's just like you said. Some are really bright and shiny.
Star silver. I was merely saying what was on the front of my mind. I hadn't thought you would genuinely go and gather some.
Well, you said they can be turned into paint, so we got... Also, if it weren't for that thief, we'd be making paint by now anyway. Anyway, it's all the thief's fault for wasting our...
Yes, it's all the thief's fault. The notes mean a lot to me. I'm not quite ready to give up the search yet. Let's keep an eye out for clues as we go.
Oh, just one thing. Do you want us to bring all this ore back, or did you want to sort through and get rid of the useless bits first? There's no point in bringing the bad ones back if it'll ruin the quality of the paint.
Indeed. The sorting process is necessary. Humans are such practical creatures. They only want those things that are good. Once they have learned to distinguish between useless things should be
Right! Saves a lot of time that way. Efficiency first. So...
Help!
Wait! Did you guys hear that? Was that? It's likely an adventurer in danger! Okay! voice was definitely coming from around here.
Is anybody there? Help me!
No way! Is that?
Is that the Traveler and Paimon? It's me, Bennett!
Whoa! It's really him! Let's get him out!
So sorry to trouble you guys again. The key should be someplace nearby. I'm sorry to trouble you. This is all my fault. No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Right now, I just need to get out of here.
Wow, so much clutter! Oh, we're not gonna... Uh-oh, we got company!
Let's light it up! Yeah.
This is order. Solidify!
Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork! No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa! Time to act!
Gather!
Let's end this quickly! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Let's light it up!
I will have order.
Take cover! I'm going in!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain Cutter!
End this quickly!
Solidify!
Let's light it up!
By royal decree...
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Solidify! Order guide you!
Oz, reveal thy...
Solidify!
Oh, so they kept the key with them! Huh. We were searching around for nothing.
Oh, finally, I'm out. Thank you so much. If only there hadn't been rocks mixed in with the snow on the tree, it wouldn't have made me all dizzy when it fell down onto my head. And then I would have never walked into the Fatui's trap.
Bennett? In a cage? Never saw that coming.
I won't bore you with the rest of the details. Just me being unlucky.
Yep, taking them out was child's play.
You did? I know they were probably just following orders. But still.
So what are you doing on Dragonspine? Didn't Razor want to come with?
Did you hear about the Adventurers Guild thing? They're hosting a winter camp here. As one of their veteran adventurers, I'm here to help out the rookies. Razor's not an adventurer, and as the leader of Benny's adventure team, as well as the only actual member, I had to come on my own. But now I've been stuck here for so long, I probably missed it.
Oh! Wait, if so, sorry, Bennett, but you really did miss it. He got paired up with a different instructor.
What? Weren't they short on instructors? Where'd they suddenly get extras from?
A few people from the Knights of Favonius stepped up in order to help support the event, so they ended up with more instructors than students.
Knights of Favonius. Yeah, they're definitely more...
Right. Anyway, that was just the situation when we last saw them. It might have changed by now. Besides, after all the trouble you've gone to show up as an instructor...
Really?
For sure. Hey, wait a second. Where'd Albedo go?
Albedo? You mean the alchemist from the Knights of Avonia?
No, he just happened to be on Dragonspine. We were... Let's go back to the cavern and... Klee can help. Still no sign of Albedo. This is weird. Where has he run off to?
This is great! Dragonspine's so fun today! There's so many people around. It's never usually like this.
This was where we heard Bennett's cry for help, right? We heard his voice and went straight over to rescue him. Then we noticed Albedo was gone. Huh. So he...
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Albedo! Where the heck have you been? We've been looking for you.
I should be the one to ask you that. Didn't I tell you to stay at the cavern entrance?
Huh?
I'm not really following who was waiting for who. I apologize, Albedo.
No. Bennett, this is not because of you. You needn't blame yourself. Traveler, clear this up for me. What was...
There you are. Stay right there. You have a...
What? Me?
Huh? Eula? Aren't you supposed to be helping the new guy?
Yes, that's what I would be doing, if I hadn't been interrupted by a certain someone's malicious scheming. Albedo, I saw you taking Joel towards the wasteland at the edge of Dragonspine. That place is crawling with monsters. What the devil do you think you were doing?
Whoa, wait a second. What's going on?
When I came to stop you from leading Joel any further, your first reaction was to throw the child down and attack me. When I fought back, you quickly fled. Care to explain?
I see.
Interesting.
Eula, it sounds like you met an imposter. Someone who was impersonating me.
Impersonating you?
It is difficult to draw a definitive conclusion for now. But these strange...
Your alchemy notes were stolen. Can the Traveler and Paimon testify that the three of you were together up until you entered the
Yes, we can confirm.
As things stand, I don't have any reason to harm the child. Whoever you met is likely to be both the thief who stole my notes, and also an imposter. Of course, it's entirely natural for you to be skeptical of my story. I was separated from the Traveler and Paimon for a significant duration while we were pursuing the thief. But the Traveler and Paimon can at least testify that I was not the individual who tore up the campsite or stole my notes.
Albedo, do you have any enemies? Could it be one of your enemies?
I don't have any enemies. And I'm not aware of having given anyone cause to exact vengeance upon me. There is insufficient evidence to assert what happened with any certainty at this point. Eula, I won't discourage your ongoing suspicion of me if you can't believe my story. Though, naturally, Traveler, Paimon, Bennett, if you are willing, I welcome you to monitor my activities beyond this. If I am what this imposter wants, he will come looking for me again eventually. Things can only become clearer from that point on.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, as preposterous as your claims sound. And I will choose to believe that an imposter went after Joel, and I will keep Joel safe. If you need any support with the investigation, contact myself and Amber.
You have my gratitude.
As far as Amber goes...
Eula! Eula! Where are you?
Amber, we're here!
Eula! Oh, and Traveler Bennett, I'm glad I ran into you here. Cyrus was telling me you still hadn't shown up. He was getting worried you might...
Yeah.
Sure thing. Well, now that I found you, let's go check in with Cyrus. But before that, has...
Between us, there have been a few minor incidents, but nothing I haven't already...
Oh, yeah. It's my fault.
So, it's all set then? Great! Shall we head back down together?
Sure, I'm ready.
Very well. Let's go.
And then there were 3.
Traveler, can we talk somewhere else? Let's go to my camp.
La la la.
My camp is somewhere that we can talk openly, without reservation. But before that...
Whoa. What a mess!
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been absorbed in my research lately and haven't attended to the dusting. It's due for a cleaning.
That should do it.
Thank you, both of you. Now that everything is in order...
You look really serious right now.
I remember I once told you that you must have questions. I also said that, while I did not wish to deceive you, I am a synthetic human being. A human forged by human hand. The one who created me, my mother and teacher. Her name is Rhine-daughter, a researcher from Conria, also known as Gold.
A synthetic human? What the... How the heck...
When the pinnacle of attainment in alchemy is combined with unimaginably vast learning, the apex achievement is the creation of human life.
When you say Conria, do you mean...
I am indeed somewhat older than my appearance might suggest. But when I came into being, Conria had already been destroyed. I have no memories of it. My master raised me and taught me everything. Like her, I am a pure alchemist. I live for academic knowledge. Nationality and identity are not what ultimately define us. Traveler, what is your general feeling toward Dragonspine? You've visited numerous times now. Would you say it's a... Rhine-daughter created 2 miraculous beings. One is me, and the other is the venomous dragon, Durin, who died here.
Durin? So that...
As sons of Rhine-daughter, Durin and I are indeed inextricably linked to one another. The phenomenon of our creation defies definition within the scope of a typical human worldview. But if we may tentatively call it birth, then yes.
Speaking of Durin, Paimon remembers that his power was quite...
That's right. Because of this, whenever strange things happen on Dragonspine, it always makes me wonder. For instance, the feeling of being watched that you described, as well as the sounds you heard, and the...
Oh, right! Paimon, when you and the others were here just now, the Traveler gave me a look as if to say, don't say anything. Probably because it would only make you more suspicious. But Paimon noticed that you came out of the cavern not too long after going in. And then we heard Bennett calling for help, so we went to rescue it.
So, it seems that you and my
Well, if so, it was a pretty good impression. He had you down to a T. Also, after he left
Durin's power drives people to madness. But that's merely crude conjecture. Whether someone is impersonating me or there is another false me out there, this is a cursed tale, and it is not one whose... Traveler, perhaps you should return to Mondstadt if you have...
Yeah, we're Dragonspine veterans. If there's something really bad going on, we can't. Besides, there's no one else in Mondstadt that you can talk to about this. Sucrose and Timaeus don't know you're... Yeah, don't push...
All right. You were intending to participate in that winter camp, if I recall correctly. In that case, please join in the activities of the Adventurers Guild as planned. And be on the lookout for any leads while you're at it.
We'll be sure to pass the info straight on to you.
Good. Then we're agreed.
Okay, let's split up to look for clues. Then meet back here at this camp in a few days' time.
Sounds good to me. But please, whatever happens...
Time has come. Let's go meet... Cleo is a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Albedo! We're here!
Traveler, Paimon. Your faces say that perhaps you haven't turned up anything?
We investigated all over the mountain, actually. But we didn't see anyone that looked like you or hear of anyone else meeting you.
This is not unexpected. I haven't made much progress either. He appears to know that we are looking for him, and has opted to lie low for the time. Still, there is one thing I found. I discovered footprints on some parts of the mountain, and although they were a little covered by the snow, I could tell they'd been left by someone of a similar size to myself. The footprints were quite numerous, so I believe my next step will be to rule out each of the adventurers active on Dragonspine.
We can help with that. We have... So now we...
It came from that direction.
Could it be the imposter? Yes. Relax? And what are these boys also doing here? Hey! Did you see that? Did those rocks shake just now?
That was most unfortunate.
What are you guys doing here?
I have to agree. We've been wandering this area for days.
We ran into Pallet earlier. You know, the, kind of a reckless sort of guy. You know the one? Anyway, he said he was unlucky, so I gave him some adventuring
After that, he disappeared to rejoin the training camp.
Wait. Are you saying that after all this time you still haven't made it back to the...
It was nothing really. We just hit a few landslides and snowdrifts and took a few downhill tumbles.
They sound like unforgettable life events to me.
Anyway, you are correct. We haven't made it to the base camp yet. We have had extraordinarily poor luck over the last few days. Almost as if a sinister force has been trying to thwart our every move. Fortunately, I made advance arrangements for Gerald to remain in a safe location and conduct some basic physical
I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame for all this. Sorry to create so much extra trouble for everyone. I don't know what to say. Maybe this is the awesome power of fate.
I agree.
Yep, we're just used to it now. Besides, it's not like we have the most amazing luck ourselves.
Really? I think you guys have...
Well, what can we do about that?
You're welcome to a bit of mine, too. Although, if the last few days are anything to go by.
You guys... Aw, thanks.
Yeah, you bet!
Let me flip a treasure hoarder insignia to test it out. Alright, it's tails. The opposite of what I get.
So you can predict your fortune this way? But why are you so happy?
It has two sides, so there's a 50-50 chance. Luck all comes down to probability, too. So as long as I use up all the guessing wrong when I flip an insignia is one way to use up some of the bad luck.
Hey, he's making no sense at all. Why aren't you calling him out?
Guys, I guessed wrong in my insignia flip, which means we should be able to make it back to camp. Let me try. It's this way, right? Oh! Ow, my butt! What is this shard of ice doing here?
What? How truly miraculous. This is a miracle of misfortune.
I don't usually believe in luck, but Bennett makes the best case for it I've ever seen. Amber, if you are ever required to partner with Bennett in your future work, and you encounter anything like this again, do not take any rash action. Wait for me.
Huh? Yes, of course. Now that you mention it, I do feel a little tired.
Well, since everyone is tired, why not take a rest?
I'm so sleepy.
Amber will fall asleep in the snow if we keep going much.
Here we are. Make your... Oh, I forgot I, don't have that many chairs. Please wait a moment.
What's he doing?
He is.
He's painting a chair. Wait, alchemy can turn paintings into objects? How is this possible?
My paintings are like blueprints. Alchemy simply enables me to omit the manufacturing part of the process. It's an elementary level technique. With enough research and experimentation, this same technique can even be used to create living beings.
Whoa. Well, since you can magically produce chairs, can I have one with a backrest?
No problem. How many of you want backrests?
Me!
Me!
I'll also take one with a backrest if you please.
Can Paimon have a chair that comes with a juicer? Still beats squeezing onto a stool with you.
Cool, we have chairs now. This is so comfortable. Makes me want to stay the night here.
You're very welcome to stay overnight if you wish. There's still some time before dinner. Get some rest, everyone.
Hey now, we can't be letting you do all the...
Oh, pace yourself. Dinner could be a while. I hadn't expected you to be so interested in paint. I once tried grinding mist flowers into powder and mixing it with white paint to replicate the sparkle of snowflakes. The end result was quite satisfactory. But works that use this kind of paint need to be stored carefully if you want to try it for yourself. Even now, I don't believe I have fully grasped the nature of the threat that Dragonspine poses, but I will endeavor to keep you safe. That much you can trust in. I wish I could simply but you are a true friend. Recently, certain questions have been occupied. However, I feel that rushing into a discussion with you on these topics before my ideas on them are fully formulated. So I will wait till my thoughts are clear in my own head before... Oh, don't worry about it. A chance like this to gather around the fire and I won't participate in the conversation much. It's just a habit of mine. But please know that I am enjoying the... Of course, I'm happy to continue chatting with you if you... This is my camp, but let's not get bogged down in technicalities.
I wonder if there's anything I could do to help out. You know me. Same old Bennett. But as long as bad luck doesn't break me, especially on a cool adventure like this one, I gotta make them... Sorry, I didn't used to know any of these knights very well. But after... They're all so talented and... Oh yeah, you gotta tell me sometime how you managed to make friends with so many talented people. Okay, cool. Make...
This is quite cozy for dragons. I gave it a try, and I actually quite enjoyed it. But Amber said the snowman I made was too artistic. Apparently, the conventional style is more rotund in appearance. I couldn't tell if she was complimenting me or mocking me. Either way, I'm not about to let it go. I'm quite familiar with dragons, but this time, I have a newcomer to worry about. And I'm traveling. Still, I've taken the job, so of course I'll... Me? I'm coping perfect. You should talk to Amber and Bennett. They're not as well acquainted with... Seeing how much you can find to talk about even with Albedo, you must be quite the conversationalist. If you're talking about Bennett's situation, don't ruminate on it. Take this chance to get some proper rest. A glass of ice-cold wine would not go amiss right now. Don't mind me.
It's so nice and warm here. Joel's been doing pretty good. Having people to play... I'll tell you what, though. He seems to have even more stamina than me. So long as they're playing, kids always seem to have endless amount... It's more dangerous up in a hostile environment like this. Even a Knight of Favonius has to keep their... Still, this has been a pretty unique adventure for me. It's definitely been worth it. You know, when I was keeping Joel company, I started missing... After he disappeared, I never saw him again. But at least what I can do is focus on being a great outrider. Oh, all that? Eula is a good person. She might not show it, but as for Bennett, he seems like the kind of guy who can... I feel bad having to... Still, it's kind of nice to have everyone together like this, so... Sure thing. Bet...
These bombs.
Oh, pace yourself. Dinner could be a while. I still have a few things to prepare. It's almost ready now. Traveler, please light the campfire and gather everyone for dinner. I made a few dishes based on some popular Mondstadt recipes. This is no good hunter. Please, help yourselves.
Wow, smells great. Don't mind if I do.
Wait, don't steal all the fried vegetables.
Paimons.
Albedo, you're too modest. These dishes are as good as anything you'd find in a top restaurant.
You may be onto something there.
Right? Paimon thinks so too. It's his lab manner that gives it away. The kind of guy who holds a potion bottle as steady as a rock isn't the kind of guy...
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm so sleepy after...
Did Bennett fall asleep sitting up? He must be totally wiped out.
The way he's sleeping is so... alert. I'm impressed.
He seems to be in a deep sleep. Ooh, Paimon wonders if he sleep-talked.
Oh, no, Dad.
Sticky honey roast. That's your favorite, isn't it, Amber?
Sure is. Give me a sticky honey roast. I used to take Eula to Good Hunter a lot back when we first met. Before long, Sarah would start cooking our usual orders as soon as she saw us coming. She said we ordered the same thing so often that it was practically muscle memory by that point. She also said that if everyone in Mondstadt ordered like we do, her job would be so much easier. All she'd have to do is memorize everyone's favorites.
Always eating together. Aww, the Traveler and Paimon always eat together too.
Two people simply sharing a meal says nothing either way about the relationship between...
That depends if it's a one-off meal or a regular occurrence.
Aha! Paimon just noticed something. Whenever Eula doesn't want to admit to something, she raises her chin or puts her hands on her hips.
You've all picked up on that. Didn't know Eula's tells were so easy to spot.
We are done here, yes? I am free to go, am I not? Then please excuse me. I have a frozen lake I need to be at.
You're going for an ice bath at this time of night? Wait up! Don't—
I thought you wanted to get some sleep. So maybe you should stay here.
No, I should come with you. It's late.
An ice bath? Whew. Rather than the...
Oh, hey, Dad. I'm doing alright.
Wow. Okay, looks like we got some down...
Alright, you two. Time to paint. Have you decided what to paint?
Like you even need to ask. It's obviously going to be Paimon.
Sure. But we should move elsewhere. We're likely to
Okie dokie. Alright, grab your easel.
Hey, Paimon, no, don't touch that.
What the heck?
Don't touch that mechanism or you'll fall down. Ugh, well, never mind.
What the heck is this guy dreaming about?
Let's paint here.
Allow Paimon to adopt an elegant pose for your artistic reference. Hey! What's that look for? Cut the attitude and start putting your perfect Paimon down on the page. You better take this seriously, because this is going on Paimon's wall.
Confidence is a good thing. Those to whom it is endowed do well to flaunt it. I'm looking forward to the finished piece.
Paimon's face. Huh? Is that how Paimon really looks to you? Okay, forget it. We can come back to that. Let's move on to the body. Come on, paint what you see when you look at Paimon. Paimon's starting to feel like this is not going to turn out so great. Now Paimon's getting nervous. Let me see. Let Paimon see. What is that? Why you... How could... Paimon is lost for words. The brushwork is smooth and the composition seems professional quality. You had no problems there. So what the heck happened with the face, huh? Explain that stupid expression! Explain it!
Smooth, professional quality.
And those eyes! Those boring, lifeless eyes! Where's the soul?
Traveler? Have you previously received any education in the fine arts?
What? You pour your heart on the page and this is what comes out? Special, huh? You seriously think special is supposed to look this ugly? Paimon's not convinced. But Paimon is struggling to come up with a comeback.
Fascinating. Paimon, if this is not to your liking, I can make a few amendments. Alright then. Paimon, is this better?
It's a total ground-up overhaul, that's what it is! It's so pretty! Is that really what Paimon looks like?
Adding flourish to the finished piece is an essential component of what makes art... art. This is not to say that you differ from the paint and the you in the painting present two different styles of beauty. You remain the core reference point for the painting. So, Paimon, you can put your misgivings aside and hang this painting wherever you like.
Wow! Thanks, Albedo.
Oh, I merely added a flourish here and there. You should be thanking the traveler. In truth, ground-up overhaul is more or less an accurate description.
The more Paimon looks at it, the more she likes it. Great! Paimon has a portrait painting. Paimon's gonna show this off to everyone.
It's nothing. I can paint you next time, if you'd like. You can hang it in your... I rarely entertain so many guests at my camp. It's lively. Liveliness is a rare thing here on Dragonspine.
Ah, it's a new day! Let's go meet up with everyone.
Hey, good morning!
I slept great last night.
I'm fine, as usual.
The path down the mountain is easier to follow in the daylight. Let's take this chance to head down to the base camp.
Let's go! If we make good time, maybe we can all get lunch together.
I flipped another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again.
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
Huh? Oh no! Avalanche!
Look out!
Traveler, Paimon, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Oh, that's good. My arm got a little scratched up, but it's...
I'm okay, but I don't see the other two. I'm afraid the avalanche may have pushed them off the cliff.
They fell down? They'll be okay though, right?
I think they're both robust enough to survive the fall. But if the falling debris knocked them unconscious, we have to get down there and rescue...
Okay,
Hang in there, guys.
A voice. Who?
Bennett, is that you?
Guys, I'm over here.
Are you alright?
Thank goodness. Scared the life.
If you're dizzy, sit and...
It's fine, really. This kind of thing Wait.
We thought he fell off the cliff with you!
We found Bennett here, so Albedo can't be far away.
Got it.
Gather!
Albedo! No response. Are we definitely looking in the right place? He's not here either. Let's check with the others. La la la.
Well, any sign of him?
Nothing from me either.
Strange. We didn't have any luck either.
Everyone!
Albedo!
Nothing serious.
Okay, everyone account.
Guys, I think it's gotta be because of me. I guess I'm so...
Don't say that. I'm hard...
Exactly. Besides, Dragonspine is a dangerous place. Avalanches literally come with the territory. Bad luck has nothing to do with it, okay? Traveler, what's wrong?
Your face looks... Oh no, did you get hit on the head? Phew.
Everyone, the incident is behind us now. We should keep moving.
Why do I feel that Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be? Our top priority now is to get off the mountain and regroup with the adventurers.
Agreed. Guys, keep your eyes peeled and watch your step. We've been heading in the right direction for a good length of time now. We must...
Victory is in sight! Hooray! As soon as we get to base camp, Paimon...
I hope we can all get there safely.
Hey, what's on your mind? You seem a little distracted. Something's up, isn't it?
I don't think I've spent so much time on Dragonspine before. Eula?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I was just thinking. Whenever I've met up with you at Dragonspine in the past, we always stick to the same few. If it were a little warmer and a little safer...
I agree. People are put off by the cold and have an aversion to danger. They don't realize that there's... Albedo, is this the way down?
Yes.
I think there are several routes in this area. Does the path fork off here?
I'm kinda dizzy too. I keep thinking things are swing.
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, follow me.
Wait. Bennett and Amber don't look well. Can we take a break?
Huh?
You hit your head earlier, didn't you?
Oh, you noticed. Are you...
No problem at all! Health and safety...
Okay. Sorry for this.
Yeah. Drinking some water can help with the dizziness. Oh, and, lying...
Thank you, Bennett. Seems like you really...
Well, Bennett, weren't you feeling dizzy too? Stop pushing yourselves, both.
Eula might come off as a little frosty, but she takes...
Traveler, I know what that look means. What's on your mind? Maybe seasoned veterans have an instinct. I sense it too. Something seems to have It might be imprudent to speculate out loud. Traveler, I think you...
It's not over yet. Brace yourselves. This'll be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size!
Dumpy Dumpty go! Yeah!
Stabilize! Solidify!
By royal decree,
Rain outlines your fate.
Boing, boing, boom! La la la! Hi! Hi-ya! Ah. Yeah! Ooh, ah.
Solidify! I will have order! Gather! Yeah.
Let me weave you a verse.
Blazing delight! Hi-ya! Pew! Ooh, ah, ooh.
wings of darkness, come, sever night from the...
Gather!
Hi-ya! Boom! Da-da-da! Ooh, ah, ooh.
Oz, reveal thy...
Rain outlines your fate.
Boing, boing, boom! Blow them all up! Hi-ya! Ah, da-da-da! Hi-ya! Boom! Jumpy Dumpty
Solidify! Order guide you!
Mein Fräulein.
No, my sword! Yeah. Rain cutter!
What in the world was that thing? One moment it was human, the next...
Is everyone alright?
We're fine. But can you please tell us?
I take it this monster is whom I had the pleasure of meeting
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a mutated whopper flower. An extremely rare kind.
But can Whopper...
Not typically. But conditions on Dragonspine are far from typical. Perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into the land, then was passed to the monsters via the ley lines, accelerating their rate of mutation.
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If there is anywhere in the world one might expect life to do unfathomable things, Durin was an artificially created life form. Its existence is nothing short of a miracle, and proof of countless... In other words, this mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries.
The avalanche. It must have been the work of this...
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been its handiwork. My guess is that it was targeting everyone that I've had contact.
Right, I forgot all about...
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose?
I have a preliminary hypothesis. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry, and those we encounter in the wild often appear in the vicinity of the plants they impersonate. In other words, the whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. The plant being imitated has no way to detect, but when it disguises...
It wanted to replace you and
Yes. Maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche to hide and lure it out. It was watching us the whole time. And when it saw that I had disappeared, its instinct was to take my place. At that point, its disguise was complete.
Yes, that's exactly how Whopperfly...
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that?
Perhaps. Or maybe it enjoyed posing as a human, and wanted to experience what it felt like to be human.
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time. I think the Traveler was the first person other than Albedo to notice something was wrong.
Traveler, how could you tell the real...
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human. This mutant whopper flower tried its best to replicate the original exactly, but...
Unbelievable. To think that dragons...
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after all.
About that. If you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury...
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go!
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. Woohoo! I'm back!
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain.
Amber, are you feeling...
Yep, all good now.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I really want to thank you all.
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's kindness by...
Come on, don't... Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before. But that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself. Everyone meets others in need.
Yep, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to do. Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too.
This has been...
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am now that I've started to relax.
I need to rest. Everyone, please excuse me for a while.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up, I need to get back to being an instructor again.
Well, it looks like the Curse of the Mountaineer feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close. Shall we?
Why not? Then, please, come with me. You sensed something too, didn't you? Then let's go.
Huh? Are you going back to your camp again? Okay.
Good. Shall we set off right away? Sorry for bringing you back here once again. Sometimes...
Is this about the imposter?
That's right. I have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the... Yes. This mark.
Ooh, sounds like the beginning.
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to say does sound like something from a children's storybook. So, what do you think this diamond-shaped mark means?
A tattoo? A crest? Something else?
No. Consider it a... Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made? Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known as glass blowing. Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glassware made in this way is usually very expensive. As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blow. This type of glassware is known for having a pontal mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted, where the hole was sealed at the very end. This mark is a sign that the item was crafted by a human hand.
Sounds kind of amazing.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect work of art. My mark is something similar to this. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies in the directional flow of the life force. The energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom and curled leaves unfold. And it's the very reason we watch and wonder at blossoming flowers. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. When the hole where the life force was infused is sealed at the end, it leaves a mark not dissimilar to the pontal mark in blown glasswares. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond shape.
Wow! So that's where it came from.
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof of my imperfection as a human. I presume that the impostor intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as not to become less than perfect himself. You are fundamentally different from other people. I have few qualms about sharing my secrets with you. Just as Paimon said, it all sounds like a story. Even if you were to tell anyone else, they would regard it as nothing more than a tall tale. The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only ever exist in stories. It makes things much easier. Or, in other words, all of the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel. I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this story, It'd probably be even more complex.
Making up stories is easy. Even Paimon can do.
Oh. I didn't know you had that kind of talent.
Paimon's the best guide into that. Making up stories is a piece of cake.
In that case, how about we have a storytelling? We can base our stories on the events of the last few...
Sounds great! But we still...
I understand. Creativity is something that cannot be rushed. Take your time, and come back when you have found some inspiration. We'll see whose story is more... compelling.
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the adventure...
Sure. My story... Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Guess what? Paimon's story is finished. Let's go see Albedo again.
The situation here seems trickier than I thought.
Only when it snows like this would I prefer to be at home than in a bookstore. Where there is a well-stocked fireplace at home, while there is no fire allowed in bookstores.
Albedo!
Traveler, Paimon. I suppose your story is ready.
Yep. How about you?
No need. I am also ready to tell my
Paimon calls dibs. Paimon...
Please, go ahead.
Okay, here goes. Once upon a time, there was an evil researcher who went into the mountains and did a crazy experiment on whopper flowers to transform their appearance. After a lot of pain and suffering, the whopper flowers finally took on a human form. Then, they stood by the side of the mountain to wait for unsuspecting bypassers. To whoever spoke to them, they would ask some questions such as, "Who am I? Who are you?" If the bypasser got the wrong answer, the last sound they'd make would be a yelp before the whopper flower ate them alive in one bite.
Ooh, truly frightening.
What the... You two aren't scared at all! Don't go nitpicking, okay? If you didn't like the story, go write your own!
In other words, the whopper flowers would ambush and then completely replace their victims.
And then what? Go back to where the person lives? Enter their home? Eat their whole family? Paimon made up this story, but now Paimon's the one who's scared by it.
It's a good story. Oh, may I write it down? I may bring it up in future conversations.
What for? Just to scare?
Yes.
You've got a real mean streak, Albedo.
Mine is a little longer. A great alchemist once created Subject 1. Subject 1 was her proudest achievement, and successfully blended into human society. No one ever would have thought that this friend of theirs was in fact a synthetic human. However, unbeknownst to Subject 1, the alchemist had tried the same experiment many times before he had come into being. Some of the rejects from failed experiments had been discarded, but had not died. Subject 2 was one such failed experiment. He was swallowed by a great dragon that came to rest upon a snow-swept mountain. Many years later, he was resurrected by the dragon's mysterious power. He saw all kinds of people on the mountain, including Subject 1, who had somehow miraculously blended in among them. Never in Subject 2's wildest imagination had he thought it possible for experimental life forms such as they to deceive everyone so successfully. He saw the way humans accepted Subject 1 as a friend, witnessed their affection as they addressed him by name. This was what Subject 2 wanted. Now, all that Subject 2 desired was to replace Subject 1 and take the joy of his existence for himself.
This is giving Paimon the chills. So scary.
Subject 2 began to unfold his plan. He stole Subject 1's books and notes, and studied all that Subject 1 had learned from the alchemist. Subject 2 was highly intelligent, and he learned quickly. He changed his face into an exact replica of Subject 1's face. Then, and so, not only did Subject 2 transform his own appearance to perfectly match that of Subject 1, he also created a third entity.
What?
But Subject 2 wanted to become a perfected human. So, he erased a mark on both his and Subject 3's necks. For these marks were symbols of imperfection. In my view, it was probably a subconscious act, an instinct. He so desperately craved to become a perfect human being that he forgot something. Human beings are defined by their flaws. Subject 2's plan was meticulously crafted. Subject 3 would draw Subject 1's attention. After Subject 1 disposed of Subject 3, he would assume the threat had now. The next moment that Subject 1 was alone, Subject 2 would make his move. He would eliminate Subject 1 and become the only one remaining. He would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memories and inherit his identity. People would have no idea that the individual they knew had become somebody else from one day to the next.
This is way too...
But just before Subject 2 could carry out his plan, a unique stranger entered the mix. Subject 2 tried to make contact. What's wrong?
What happened then? What happened?
He became a new stage in Subject 2's plan. One more person that Subject 2 had to dispose of. It's as if there were 3 identical roses in a garden. Only one of the 3 was a fine specimen, while the other 2 were defective specimens that bore poisonous thorns. In all the world, only the gardener who tended to them could tell which was the... People do not like poisonous plants. Only a perfect rose can fetch a high price. If this is exactly what Subject 2 was thinking. So, he...
That was intense! So what happened after that? Did Subject 2...
Fortunately, it is just a story. And even in this story, Subject 2 did not succeed. But... you can never... Monsters mutated with Duran's power and blood are also... I'm glad to hear that. It's okay. The only thing is that sometimes, when I think about how mighty the power of alchemy is, as beings who set foot in this world, How arrogant are we in desiring to control? Is creation an arrogant act, traveler? If not, if it is, then what qualifies us to call ourselves creators? Nothing special. Whenever I think about it, I feel a twinge.
Poor Albedo.
Hello?
Hey, is that a—
Thought we might find you here.
We're here to deliver a message from Cyrus. There's gonna be a big event down at the base camp, and they want—
Winter camp is nearing its end. Apparently.
Looks like we need to go, Albedo.
Then I won't keep you. I have some things to attend to here, so forgive me for not seeing you down.
Don't worry about it. There have been no issues getting up and down the—
Is everyone ready? Let's not keep...
Huh? Who is this guy?
Allow me to introduce Yozerf. He's Joel's father.
Dad, this is that traveler I was telling you about. The traveler's helped me out loads in the past, and this time we even built a snowman together.
Joel has told me everything about you. I can't thank you enough.
Wow, this is amazing! Wait a second. Why is Cyrus discreetly wiping tears away? And what is Pallid doing?
Pallid is the hero of the hour this time. Go on, Pallid.
Okay. The weather was fine on that fateful day, and I had a feeling that Lady Luck was smiling.
What is...
But I had only been away from the group for a short while. I fell down a slope and just started rolling.
Uh-oh. Did my bad luck rub off on him when we ran into each other on the mountain?
The place I fell to was somewhere I didn't recognize, and I'd sustained a few injuries. I remember thinking to myself, this is the worst luck I've ever... Then I met Yozerf. He'd heard the sound of me falling and came out to see what was going on.
Huh?
Wow, so it was completely by...
I thought he must have been someone from the Adventurers Guild here for the event, but after a few words of conversation, it was clear that he was having memory problems. He didn't even know his own name. The temperature was freezing, and there was no time to deal with all that there and then, so I convinced him to come back to the camp with me and figure everything else out after we got there. We got back to the camp, ran into Joel, and the moment he saw him, he froze for a second with this completely stunned expression on his face, and then he started crying out.
My memory has still not fully recovered, but Joel and...
Daddy.
Daddy's right here.
Yozerf, don't you remember the poor princess feeding the foxes?
I'm sorry. I have no recollection. Maybe it's... I woke up and found myself covered in blood. My things were gone, and there was nothing to indicate. I crawled into a cave and settled in for a slow recovery. After my legs and feet were a little bit...
Dad,
I'm all right now, Joel.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
You know what, though? I definitely think my luck got worse after running into Benin on that mountain.
I knew it.
No. I just meant if it weren't for you. Besides, we got back safely, didn't we? So don't blame yourself.
Pallid.
Huh? Am I?
Oh, yeah. I want to say thank you to the traveler. You all helped look after me, but I guess I can't take the snowman with me.
Oh, I can help with that. One moment.
Huh?
Here, take this. It's powdered rime. Just add it to your snowman, and it will never melt.
Wow! Really? Dad, I have an unmeltable snow...
How can I ever repay you all? Thank you all. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Dad, I want to go move the snow...
Okay. I'll be leaving with Joel now. I'm sure I'll see you...
Very well, very well. It's time for Pallet and I to have another discussion concerning his breaches of adventurer discipline.
Huh? But Cyrus, I think I kind of made up for my mistakes this...
Oh, I made this for you and Amber. Think of...
Aw, are you sure?
Come on now, just take it. No need...
Wow! Now our snowman won't melt either! Great!
You're welcome. Just keep it. That's all I ask. Amber and I have some business to attend to now.
See you! Everyone's gone. Oh! You know what? We've been on Dragon Spine all this time, and somehow Paimon still forgot to ask out. Maybe we should try Timaeus again. He does seem pretty eager to please after... Timaeus!
Traveler and Paimon, what can I do for you? Wait a minute. You've got that mischievous look on your face.
Timaeus, will you help us?
Well, if the Traveler isn't really interested, then, yeah, maybe I'll give this one a pass. It's just the weirdest request ever.
No, but Paimon's Sunsetias are gonna go to waste without it!
And the time it would take me to research something like that, I could probably pick those Sunsetias again 10 times over.
New research project, Timaeus? We meet again.
Oh, Albedo, thank goodness. So the situation is, Paimon wants a machine that can turn fruit into juice and keep the juice fresh. I mean, surely it's...
Majorly important, that's what it is. If you can manage to invent this, we'll never have to worry about fruit going bad ever again.
That's impossible.
Turning fruit into juice is not hard, but keeping it fresh is more difficult. But if you simply want to keep the fruit from rotting, there are many ways to achieve this. Right, Traveler?
What about his neck?
What's wrong? Is there something on my neck? From the look on your face, it's as if you thought I just played a practical joke on you that was in exceedingly poor taste.
Albedo, you were saying, how do you stop fruit from going bad?
Well, one way would be to bury your fruit on Dragonspine, where the snow never melts all year round.
But then Paimon won't be able to eat them!
You could always live on Dragonspine.
No, too cold for Paimon.
Or you can give the fruit to me, and I would take it to Dragonspine for you. But since you don't like the cold, you'd have to send someone else to pick them up when you want them. This is where you come in, Traveler.
Suddenly sounds a lot more feasible with other people doing all the work. Okay then, shall we go with that idea?
Fruit buried on Dragonspine will stay fresh for much longer. However, it is also possible that the fruit will sprout and grow into fruit trees. Who knows? Maybe the next time you visit, it will have grown into an orchard. You can water the trees, add fertilizer, and when they finally bear fruit, you will have some fresh Sunsetias.
No way! Then Paimon will have to be a gardener. That's not the goal here.
Oh? Well, I don't think being a gardener is so bad.
Albedo! Stop trying to get your hands on Paimon's super sweet Sensitias!
It bothers you, does it?
Of course it bothers Paimon! They are the rarest, super duper sweetest Sensitias ever! And they're—
Okay, but they're just Sensitias. I think you're only so attached to them. When someone's pockets are full, and their spirit is fulfilled, they don't easily fall prey to this kind of yearning.
Really?
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Dragonspine is too cold for ordinary fruit trees to survive. If, one day, Dragonspine did become home to gardens and orchards, life may exist in all kinds of unfathomable forms, and in all manner of unthinkable environments.
The nation of Liyue has the most prosperous